Choosing your brand font and typography. The font you choose for your brand actually says a lot about your brand. Using many different fonts will subliminally confuse your clients. Communication is more than just speech. The Morabian rule suggests that 93% of our contact with other people is nonverbal. People are also affected by font psychology. Our associations with different inspirational typography trigger ideas and emotions. This means that choosing the right typography and logo design could help you fill the gaps in your brand personality. Font psychology. What your type says about you, thanks to something called the picture superiority effect, human beings are more likely to recall visual stimuli than anything else. The brain gives its primary amount of energy to the visual part of the brain. If you want the brand to be remembered, you need to enhance its visual appeal, and that's where typography psychology comes in as well as your clothing. According to the Gestalt theory, people typically view different parts of something as a unified whole when possible. In other words, we deliberately try to find meaning in things even when no obvious meaning is apparent. The Gestalt theory tells people in the design world that they can convey meaning by ensuring all parts of a unified whole work together. Proximity, closure, continuity, similarity, figure, and ground. In a logo, the colors, shapes, and even fonts need to work together and relate to each other in a harmonious way, while also displaying the unique values. Even if you get the brand name, colors, and even the iconography around your logo perfectly right, the wrong font could destroy the credibility of your brand. So which typography should you risk? It depends on the brand identity you're trying to create. Serif fonts project a sense of tradition, respectability. Sans serif fonts feel crisp and friendly. Script fonts offer the beauty of handwriting. Modern fonts are futuristic. Here are a couple of resources you can use finding fonts that represent your brand. DAFONTS.com, dafonts.com, and 1001fonts.com. Look at tons of fonts in a bunch of different categories. Choose a category you relate to and start from there. Combine it all into one cohesive real estate brand. You have your main archetype to understand yourself. You know which brand archetype you are. You understand where your reason for becoming a realtor came from, so you can now further understand yourself better. You understand yourself more because you thought about what people would say about you if you died, which could have been very enlightening for some people. You use the color psychology to understand which colors best represent you as a realtor and brand. Now you can influence people with the colors you choose. You have a list of fonts that represent your brand. With all of this together, you now have a formal understanding of who you are, what you represent, your purpose, and what you should be showing to the world. The next step is to find a professional to make your logo using all of this information. Bonus section, your brand name. There are 48 laws of power. Robert Greene, Law 25. You need to create a character that is memorable, or as Seth Godin puts it, remarkable. You need to consider the area and create an environment that compels attention and stands out above the other players in the same area. Delivery, timing, and suspense is key. So this has been your Superstar Realtor Branding Handbook. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.